Well, to shed more light on the tourism in Egypt and how to boost the tourism and market the tourism, we are very much delighted to have with us over the phone Dr. Alaa Khalifa, International Tourism and Marketing Expert. Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
Hello,
and happy Eid for you.
Happy Eid to you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, under the slogan "Summer in Egypt is a different story," the Egyptian Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities launched the second part of the promotional campaign for Egypt in the Arab market on the different electronic platforms, social networking sites, and major search and reservation platforms. How do you see the importance of this move?
Well, this is not the first campaign that we have been launching targeting the Arab market. It's actually almost the third campaign right now. The other two have been extremely successful. However, the third one is pushing throughout a time which we call a new norm post-coronavirus. Now, as the vaccine is being administered in so many countries around the world, we are able to deliver a new message to these markets. These were not new markets, actually. They were traditional markets that we have been receiving travelers from. However, this year is a bit particular, that it's a very special year because most of the European destinations, which have been preferred destinations for a lot of Arab travelers, are not available. UK is not available at the time. Most of Europe, Germany is not available now. A lot of countries are not available. Whether these countries choose to look down or they choose not to receive travelers because of the variants on the COVID-19.
Yes.
So what happens is that we have had on the other hand, we have had a diversion of a number of travelers from Arab countries to come to Egypt. So we had to send them and deliver a new message that we are ready, we're open, our destination is sunny, it's better, and it's cheaper. It's not going to cost you as much.
Yes.
As a result of that, a lot of Arab travelers came to the North Coast. This is the largest number of Arab travelers to come to the North Coast this year.
Ever, I believe, yes.
And they come from different countries, and particularly United Arab Emirates. And so this is a good chance and opportunity for us to show them how beautiful the North Coast versus many of the European destinations, how easy it is to move and communicate, and also spending is lesser than many of these European destinations.
Indeed.
So we are in a good track, and I think it's an opportunity for us to get them used to this destination.
Indeed. In a related matter, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi today in the morning, he performed a light prayer in the Malik al-Mulk Mosque in New El Alamein city, and he inspected the city there. To what extent that is promoting as well the tourism in the North Coast and in New El Alamein city, Dr. Khalifa?
I suspect that Al Alamein city is going to be a very important hub, especially for tourism in the North Coast, together with what we have built before, the entire coast, including marina and beach and all the facilities that have been built over there, whether it's a hotel or a tourism or a tourist resort. I believe that Al Alamein will have a brilliant and bright future. It's going to be similar to Marina Dubai.
Yeah.
And I believe it's going to be also promoting with the marina in Al Alamein that's been under construction now. It will be also promoting and supporting yacht tourism, which has been a focus of interest for the Egyptian government for the last period. I think the upcoming is that we will be building a new city that it's catering for luxurious tourism.
Yes.
And we will be able to show every now and then, like we did today, that we are building out construction is still continuous. Our president and our government are existing into these new locations. It's a very, very positive message that we are sending to the rest of the world that construction is still going on. And we are there promoting tourism in our own way by building the right infrastructure and right facilities and right cities and right marinas.
Yes.
To receive international tourism from all over the world.
Indeed. Sir, we do have beautiful beaches, and I do believe also that the flights from Russia resumed to our resort as well. So are we going to witness here a peak in the number of tourists coming to Egypt for the different beaches and the beach tourism in Hurghada, in the west, the north coast, in Sharm el-Sheikh, in Marsa Alam? How do you see that after maybe some setback due to the repercussions of the COVID-19, and now after the vaccination and the countries did start to open up, are we going to see an increase in the number of tourists coming to Egypt?
Well, first of all, we hope that Russian tourism is going to come back to Egypt, because so far it is not. What happened is that the Russian president have given a decree stopping the ban.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean a flock of tourists is going to be coming to Egypt right away.
Yes.
This is subject to two different levels of approvals. So it's the first thing. They allow traveling to that destination doesn't mean that the permission will be given right away. What happens is it's now subject to two different authorities. In Russia, it's the first is the medical authorities in Russia. Medical authorities have to give a permission for travelers to go to a different destination or to a foreign destination in order to evaluate the situation regarding the number of infected people, regarding the number of fatalities, regarding the number of variants that come out from this COVID-19 variants that come out of this destination. That's one approval authority have to give the blessing for those travelers to come. The second one is the aviation authority. So we're waiting for those two authorities to approve Egypt as a destination. After what the Russian president have done, we're waiting for those two to approve it. And so far, yes, you heard it's coming back, but it didn't come back. It's not coming back yet.
Okay.
So we hope within 2-3 months it should be coming back. But when this type of tourism comes back, we need to be ready, because we can't leave it this way. Today, occupancy in hotels during the Eid, because of domestic tourism and also because of international tourism, have reached up to 85 to 90%, which is great news. I mean, we were complaining that because of the lack of Russian travelers and British travelers and many other Europeans, especially like Germans and Italians, that the occupancy rates have been really on a very low level. However, starting this month and next month, occupancy rate is going to reach out 70% to 75% and even more. We shouldn't really think a lot about Russian tourism. We should think, yes, they come as they come. If they come, we're ready for them. If they don't, I think we have a substitute from other destinations. Look, people, and I'm telling you this, and remember this, for the upcoming, until the end of the year and for 2022. Yes. Remember this, people were fasting for 18 months now, fasting from traveling. So imagine when there is a destination opening up, when there is a destination that doesn't have a lot of restrictions for them, and when there is an allowance from their own governments to go out, because there have been a large number of their citizens have been vaccinated, so they can safely allow their people to go to these destinations. However, when this happens, there will be a lot of interest. Egypt has been always on the bucket list. Now we want Egypt to be on the to-do list. We want right now, come to us, we're ready to receive you, and we will be the right destination for you. So travelers, fasting from traveling for a long time. Now it's the time to break fast. Now it's the time to travel. Now it's the time to go explore new destinations. And Egypt is not an exception. It is the right destination for those travelers. And people don't like long-haul flights. They like short-haul flights these days. They're like 3 to 5 hours.
Yes.
maximum. And we are in the center, in the epicenter of that world. And I think we have an opportunity of regaining this market share one more time.
Indeed. Dr. Khalifa, Minister of Tourism and Antiquities, Dr. Khalid Al-Anani, visited the GEM, the Grand Egyptian Museum, to inspect the progress on the exhibition in the the atrium and the grand staircase and the two galleries of Tutankhamun. How do you see our preparations here for the GEM, the opening of the Grand Egyptian Museum, and how we would be marketing for that great event?
That's a whole new marketing campaign that regarding this museum. Yes. I think Egypt have signed up with a coalition just a couple of months back about marketing Egypt for the next 3 years. Yeah. However, putting the Grand Egyptian Museum as an event has to be marketed in a very special way.
Indeed.
The rest of the world are waiting for that museum to open. We hear a lot of positive feedback of people asking when the museum is going to be open, when the Grand Egyptian Museum will be functional. Even international tour operators today are planning to insert that visit into their itinerary. However, what we are getting, or what we are giving a signal to the rest of the world right now by such an opening or such a visit or such a Minister of Tourism going to follow the progress of the construction or the exhibitions inside the museum, are all sending very positive signals. These signals are very positive messages that we are there, the project's still there, the project's just only a matter of opening. And I think by 2022, perhaps middle of 2022, we'll be able to open the museum officially to the rest of the world. A lot of people are anticipating this event, and we are there, we're going there. We just need to pick up the right timing, give enough time for marketing campaign to promote this event the right way, at the right time, to the right consumer, throughout a huge omni-channel of different marketing assets that we can give to the rest of the world, that we can show them that there is a big event happening this time. When you visit Egypt, don't forget to visit the Grand Egyptian Museum. That's the message we need to give to the rest of the world.
Yes, Dr. Alaa Khalifa, our international tourism and marketing expert, many thanks for being with us today. And with that, our dear viewers, we come to the end of this edition of Cairo Local Time. Many thanks for watching.